2. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Freight Master Resources. For those of you that are new, my name is Tim, and we are live with insuremart.net.
Hi guys, my name is Elena and I work at Insuremart Insurance Agency. So today we would like to talk about brokerage bonds.
Sure. So before we get into a little bit of background about Insuremart, how long has Insuremart been in business?
We have been in business for over 20 years.
20 years, wow. And where exactly is Insuremart located?
We are located in Las Vegas, Nevada.
One of my favorite destinations. And you're a retail agency, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, can you explain that, what a retail agency is?
So we can quote different markets. Depends on what you need, depends on where your product is going, depends if you're changing from doing one thing, going over to the other. We can always quote you with other companies. So we appointed with a lot of insurance carriers that always report you if needed.
Okay. And so what kinds of insurances do you sell?
I personally specialize in trucking, but we do regular BOP policy for businesses like I do have some home health care, for example, or cleaning services. We can do general liability and stuff like that. We also have a lot of people here that do personal insurance, such as auto insurance, home, renters, whatever you possibly need for the personal lines as well.
Okay. So why should someone go, with Insuremart and not just call, say, Progressive, for example?
Well, because of the retail. So if you call directly Progressive, you're going to get only one quote from Progressive. And you don't know. It could be good, it could be bad. You just get one quote and you have to go with it. You have no other options. Like we're on the other end, like somebody calls us and I already know, should I send this guy to Progressive? Should I go to Lancer? Should I go to Great West? Should I go to other companies that we're appointed with? Depends on the situation. I already know where can I submit this person and who would provide the best quote for this particular guy or girl. So, that's, of course, the advantage of going with agency versus calling directly to insurance company and getting just one quote.
Right. Makes sense. So, guys, I noticed there was a few people there that were signed up for the scheduled video. I will allow some time for Q&A at the end of this, but I do have some initial questions in regards to bonds and insurance for freight brokers that we'll kind of go through. So can you explain exactly what a surety bond is?
Yes. So for the brokerage, that's a requirement. So if you open your brokerage, you have to have surety bond. So surety bond is kind of like a credit card. It's always a $75,000. That's what you need, the amount of it. So, and then you would have to pay percentage of it. Depends on your credit score of the owner. So when you apply for surety bond, they will check your credit score. They'll ask for social security number, stuff like that. And then depends, you will pay percentage of that $75,000. If your score is really good, you'll pay less. If it's not so good, then you'll pay more. Now, what is surety bond? For example, so we have shipper, we have receiver, and then there is motor carrier that transfers the load, and the broker, you are, who is providing this load, who is going from shipper to receiver. Now, if some circumstances that receiver would not pay for this load, that is your responsibility to cover this. And if you don't have money to cover this, then they will make a claim on your surety bond. So this is what it's for.
Right. Okay. So is there a cost to apply for that bond?
No, it's not hard to apply. It's just we will need basic information of the owner. There's a special application that we normally send out, and then the person fills in the name, address, social security number, the assets that they have on the bank, and they sign the paper. We send that to the bond company, and they price it out, and we give this price to insured. Now, there's one thing about broker bond. It has to be paid in full, whatever it is the amount. They don't finance, so that's not an option. It's a painful kind of situation here.
Okay. Now, does the bond cost vary from state to state at all?
No, it varies from person's credit score.
Credit score.
That's the only difference. Yeah, you could be in any state you like, but depends on your credit. That's the percentage amount that you're going to pay out of the $75,000.
Sure. Okay. So it's free to apply based on credit. And it is something that is required. So how long does it typically take to get approved for your bond?
If I would get application back, it's pretty quick. We normally use Great American company for that, and they pretty much do it within 24 hours. So I can get the bond approved within 24 hours, then I'll send the price out. And as long as insured already has DOT number established, that's very important. They have to contact the FMCSA. They have to apply for DOT number. There is a form that they have to send. It's called OP1. That's a special form for a brokerage. They will receive MC number, DOT number, and freight forwarding number. That all has to be in place before they will apply for a bond, because otherwise it's useless. If we issue this and they don't have other things, then nothing will be active. So that's something that they need to take into consideration. So first thing, contact the FMCSA, get your numbers down, then call us. We'll provide you with a bond, and that will activate all your numbers, freight forwarding number and MC number.
Okay, great. Okay, all right. I was just checking the count here. As far as insurance for freight brokers, what types of insurance should a freight broker have?
So the bond, obviously, number one, that's a requirement. There's other like contingent cargo, for example, that is required. Also general liability. Like contingent cargo protects the cargo, but this is pretty much like errors and omission insurance as far as that goes, because the motor carrier will have a cargo, but the contingent cargo protects broker from not checking on something. So it's a responsibility of a broker to check that the load that they are giving to this motor carrier, they can carry. Because if there's something saying, oh, we checked this, certificate, it doesn't say nowhere there's reefer breakdown included, and they're picking up shrimp. There's something wrong with it. So you can't subscribe, they can't give this particular motor carrier this load because they can't carry it. So you always have to check on that. But if something happens and you fail to do so, and there's a claim, that is when contingent cargo will help you to cover that. So it's your error that they will cover.
Right. Covers your butt if you don't do your due diligence then.
Yeah. But just as far as prices go, contingent cargo is the same price for every state. It doesn't have to do with the state. It doesn't have to do with the credit. It's somewhere around $2,250 for a year. That could be financed. So just to have an idea for some people that's looking to purchase that.
Okay. Well, you just kind of answered my question there with
Oops, sorry.
That's okay. So let's say, I'm a broker. If a customer asks to be listed as a cert holder on the insurance, what's the typical turnaround time with something like that?
That is fast. We have online system. So that's, we get login information, password, and they can go in and do it online. 20%. Yep,
Okay.
they can do it 24/7, 365 days.
So literally just minutes.
Yes.
Right. That's awesome. Okay. Was there anything else you wanted to add before I open up to Q&A?
So that's another coverage that brokers will need to have is general liability.
Okay.
That is the coverage. Again, it costs about $1,250 for a year. And that protects, for example, I'll give an example. So the motor carrier delivered the load, the people trying to unload, and somebody got injured. So the first thing they will go from the motor carrier perspective, but if they don't have general liability, they're going to start suing the brokerage. So that's where general liability comes in. It is, you know, again, hard to have the situation, but it could happen. So might as well to get yourself protected from that as well.
Okay. Okay, guys. I know there's some of you there watching. Or if you have any questions in regard to the surety bond, insurance for freight brokers, now's the time to ask. Some of you I know I spoke to earlier today that we're going to watch. So everybody bashed.
Maybe I was just too good and I said everything.
Answered everybody's question.
No questions.
Come on, guys. I know some of you guys had questions earlier today, and I told you, well, tune in later. I told them what time and everything.
Yeah, and then later they'll be like, oh, I wish I would ask that.
Yeah. Well, they'll hit me with comments later. And I'll be like,
Well, if you have any questions, you can call Insurmart.
yeah. Yep. And if you guys,
We're always happy to help with any questions.
yep, you guys can visit insuremart.net or call them at 866-806-9777 and speak to them, and they'll answer all your questions, hook you up with the insurance, the surety bond.
Anything trucking?
Anything trucking?
This is their role.
Absolutely. Okay, well, I guess if everybody's being bashful, I won't hold you. I was actually kind of anticipating some questions there because I know I talked to some people earlier. Anybody have any questions? One last time. I feel like an auctioneer. Going once, going twice. Any questions in regards to surety bonds, insurance? Okay. Oh, there we go. Oscar. Okay, Oscar, what is it exactly about trucking insurance that you have a question of? I knew somebody would pipe up sooner or later if I just prodded them enough. And we might have a little bit of a lag too. I'm kind of wondering if. Oscar, what was your question specifically about trucking insurance? Oh, absolutely, they sell trucking insurance. Was there anything specific about trucking insurance that you wanted to ask? Okay, I'm guessing Oscar chimed in a little bit late on the video, and there again, maybe due to the lag. They are out of Las Vegas, Nevada. He says he lives in Texas, but runs all 48.
That's okay. We can do that. Yeah, we're licensed in all 48 states. No, Texas.
Yeah, there you go.
We can do Texas.
Phone number is right there at the bottom of the picture, Oscar, 866-806-9777. Yep. They'll provide you with a quote. Well, sounds like Oscar has a quote anyway.
Phone number to get a quote.
Again, guys, that phone number, 866-806-9777. Okay, Oscar will be giving you a call by tomorrow.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. Just option 3 is commercial. Yep.
Yes.
Oh, we got a few more people just jumped on. Okay, guys. So again, we discussed surety bonds, insurance for freight brokers, but they do it all. Trucking insurance, anything and everything. If you have any questions in regards to surety bonds, insurance, jump on here. Now's the time to ask. I think we must have had some sort of a lag or something here because actually I can see it when I look at my other monitor. Okay, I'm going to give you guys just another minute. If you have any questions, surety bonds, insurance, visit insuremart.net. Again, that phone number, 866-806-9777. I'll answer your questions, provide you with a quote, look at all possible options for you.
Yep.
Well, I guess Oscar was the only one that wasn't bashful. So.
Not right now. Not going very far.
All right, guys. Well, I know if they're busy, and Oscar, I know we're looking forward to your call. With that, I guess we'll kind of wrap it up. I do appreciate you being on again. Look forward to doing this again with you guys soon. Again, guys, insuremart.net. That phone number, 866-806-9777.
Yes.
I appreciate you being on. And don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button, share this out with your friends. And as always, be kind to one another. Thank you.
Bye, guys.